Hello. Welcome to the 717 Films YouTube channel. In this episode, I'm building a DIY vapor blaster. Sandblasting with a twist. Enjoy.
I am not sure where I left off, but I'm gonna try to make YouTube videos again. So let's give this a shot. Currently 5 a.m. before I go to work. Jet boat is still a thing. It's just sitting outside for a little bit because we got a lot more projects. Picked this bad boy up for $200. It has a Yamaha 650 in it. I found a local place to redo a seat for less than $100. We have a jet ski trailer, but it's also gonna be a motorcycle trailer. We have the 650 that works. Let's head inside and see what else I bought. Over here, we got a mess. I'm gonna start doing some powder coating. If anyone knows what this is, I'm building not a sandblaster, but a vapor blaster. And I'll go over that in one of these videos. I moved this stuff to the side of my shop. It was over here a while ago. I also built this big motorcycle stand with storage underneath, so I can kind of roll it around the shop. I have the 550, which the owner found the gas tank for. He'll never pick any of this stuff up, so I'm just gonna use it all summer. This, I don't know yet. And this, no idea. But we'll be doing some powder coating, like I said. I picked up these two, like food prep tables. They work really well. And then down here is a gas powered drill. And we're going to be doing our first restore project on that, since it's small and easy, it doesn't run. But other than that, let's get working. Damn, now that I think about it, I don't even know if I showed you these. Damn it. I mounted my heater along the wall. I used a 12-volt power supply. Ran the exhaust outside. Over here is an inline fuel pump. I usually set a diesel tank here, so because the ceiling doesn't look too low, but it's hard to angle a tank in there. So this works really well. And then I used these two bulkhead terminals in case I need to jump something or test something that's 12 volts. I just hook it right up and it's easy as that. I have a little switch panel. Pretty cool. So I guess we'll get into the meat potatoes of this video. I'll probably label it Building a Vapor Blaster, Part 1. So we have the Harbor Freight, sandblaster. I unboxed everything. I didn't film anything. It's very self-explanatory how to unbox something. I think the big confusion that I had with this that I'm hoping works, even though I'm telling you and I haven't tried it yet, is this. You can't use a regular water pump. So what this does is it takes air from an air compressor and it takes water. But water with like glass beads or sodium, whatever. And then this sits in a bucket, pumps up water, then you combine it with air, and then you're good to go. And it'll clean everything up really nice. If anyone has any questions, not that anyone ever watches these, but I will tell you what I did here. And now it looks like a monstrosity, but I promise it'll work. And I only use the best Pro Dope. So there's that. But let's start building this. I'm gonna silicone everything, and then I'll show you the modifications that I'll be doing throughout the video. This didn't really work out as planned. I just got freaking silicone everywhere. Stuff's great. It's like knockoff 5200 by 3M. But I have a lot to do, and I did it wrong, so I'm gonna clean this up so you don't have to keep watching, and we'll get back to when I'm gonna start modifying it. Back from work. Time to work on this. Cheers. Now that I got all this attached, I'm gonna clean it up with mineral spirit since I made an absolute mess. And then clear silicone all the corners, every hole, make sure all the bolts are tight, just so this is as waterproof as possible. So I got this part done. Before it gets too heavy, we have to make the funnel and all that stuff. I'm gonna build a rolling stand for this so I can kind of roll it around if I need to. Support it, make it a little bit higher so I can fit a bigger bucket under there. But we'll make that now. Kind of how my mind works. I know I want to build like a rolling cart for this. I always have lots of wood everywhere. I just kind of imagine it. Like there wasn't any written plans for this stand. I just did it. So let's see what I come up with. Now we got the funnel done. I'm gonna silicone the hell out of this because this is where all the water is gonna go, and it's definitely gonna leak if we don't. When it comes to something like this, function over form, definitely. I brushed it into all the seams. Doesn't look that great, but it is what it is. It's in the bottom of this. You won't even see it. All of this crap, I'm definitely gonna have to clean. But other than that, she'll look decent. Next, we're gonna install these bulkheads that I bought from Amazon. They're both 5/8. Yeah, they're both 5/8. 5/8 is a normal, actually 3/4 is a normal garden hose, but the nozzle tip I bought is for 5/8 line. We'll have one here for the water, one over here for the air. The air will be from 3/8 to 5/8. And I do have, this is the best heater ever, by the way. I do have the step downs, or step up actually. And then for some reason I got 3/8 bulkheads, but I'll probably just return those. Then we'll have to mount a pressure regulator. We're getting stuff done. Just like that, we have 2 bulkheads installed. Perfect. So you'll have the water line coming from the pump down below, and then you will have the air line, which goes to the regulator, which goes to obviously the air tanks and whatnot. Sometimes it's fun just to be a little extra, the dumbest things. Riv nuts are the best. So now we got that all mounted up with riv nuts. Oh, there we go. I kind of had like a revelation a little bit ago. Why do I keep using these quick connects when I can just use barbs and hose clamps? Probably way cheaper. So now I'm gonna go get more barbs and return these. So this will go to the air compressor. This will go to this. This will be the water. This needs enlarged more or less, but that's pretty easy. I just remembered regulators are directional. So this will have to go upside down. ADHD Aaron is back. I need to put a one-way valve so the fluid doesn't go all the way into my compressor. So to the hardware store to get a barb. So I go boop, and then barb, and then 5/8. Genius. Found a bucket for the water and mix, and then I have this Harbor Freight vacuum bucket thingy I got at Walmart, and the bucket at Harbor Freight obviously. So this is the cap. This will be capped in here and then siliconed and glued, and that'll get all the dust to come down. So that'll be my vacuum system. Over here I have, you know, this is redneck, so it's not perfect, and there's no way to make that line bend any better. But regulator, 3/8 to 5/8, we're good to go. We'll do the water. Got all that done. Gonna make sure this is all sealed, everything's tight. Put that in. And then we'll have to, oh, I might have to undo the bulkhead so I can get that. Ah, damn it. Back to trying to make a stand. This is what I've come up with. Gotta connect the two and secure all four. Let's do it. I've cut 2 pieces at 24 inches. This is 22 and a half. I will now put wood in between them and then put wheels on them. These, look how messy this place is. I got these at Harbor Freight. And then it'll be a stand. I will attach this to that and we'll be done. Hearing at its finest. All I have is a sawzall. Crooked as crap. Oh well. We'll make it do. Look at that. 4 wheels. I freaking hate people on Harleys. It's fugly, but I don't even care. Budget build, baby. Ooh. Now I can roll it wherever I want. And then, boom. And then, I don't even know if this fits. Turn it this way a little bit. Stick that kind of in the center. That's all we need. Right there, baby. Used a little bit of my plumbing skills. Used a sink drain. Crude cuts only. And that will go, you attach it right there. That will dump right out to there. It's pretty freaking swell if you ask me. It's at a good height. Clean, clean, clean. Got the bulkheads. I think I'm gonna even attach a little bulkhead up here for another airline. Just so I can blow the parts off in here while it's contained. I haven't thought about what I want to do over here yet. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do the airline over here or something. If I had water hook up at the garage, I would do like a freshwater thing, but I'll most likely have to cap all these off, which sucks, but it is what it is. And then this, once the garage isn't so messy, we'll go right over there, oven for powder coating, and we'll be good. Well, that didn't go as planned. Fuck. It's too early for this. I made a mess. I thought this kind of like goes in sideways and sits in. It gets bolted from the bottom. So I was all silicone happy, and this shit just spreads like wildfire. So I have a ton of cleanup to do because this looks like ass. But it's in and secure. I use my own hardware, so it's super tight. Going nowhere with locking nuts, but yeah. I made a damn mess. Now that this is pretty much done, I'll explain this. So this is a, what do they call it? It's a sump pump, but it also, it can handle like material or trash. They call it like a garbage pump or a trash pump. So what this does is it obviously sucks it up, shoots it out of here. But this is how I converted it to 5/8 line. It uses a 2-inch coupler to then 1.5 to 1 threaded. And then it goes to, so I can focus, a 1-inch to 3/4. And then I used a 3/4 to 5/8. That'll shoot from the garden hose. Well, this type of hose, I should say, go into here. You'll have the water, and then you'll have your air. That'll sit in this bucket I got at Tractor Supply for 20 bucks. It'll have like 15 pounds of media, 5 gallons of water, and it's a closed loop. So this is what I came up with for the vacuum port, since I just have that little Harbor Freight like bucket vacuum. And this will sit on the back, and then it'll suck any residue, any like debris or dust or anything like that will get sucked into the vacuum from the back of the port. I didn't like how the dual air compressors were filling, so I added 2 check valves to the T. So I have one on this side and one on the other, and then it feeds into the regulator, and that'll split off into like my normal air chuck, split off there, and then just an extra one. So that's how I do that, but I think this will help. So I think the other one, they were like fighting against each other. So this should just be allowed to let them both flow and not backflow at all. So I had 2 extra bulkheads that I ordered that were 3/8. I kind of forgot I ordered them. So I made quick, just air hose connects to my pedal. That'll control the airflow. You'll have your output, which will then go into this regulator. Then you have your input, which is from the compressor, which will actually be from the air dryer, like the filters set up or whatever. So I'm gonna run a line just right around here into there, and then I'll have just a quick connect on that side so I can still move this around. And this is just meant so I can disconnect this and stick it over here so it's not just dangling out. And then I can just work the pedal while I do that. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to add the glove. Shout out to Harbor Freight for making gloves my freaking size. Hands fit right in here. Perfect. I still have to clean all that crap up. One of my biggest personal downfalls is ADHD. I don't care to read the directions. See how long those are? These are a lot shorter. I'm guessing these don't work with this, the window. So now I have to take all of them off and replace them with the smaller ones, because clearly those are too long. Love myself. So I got them fixed. Now that that's done, time to install the lights. I use these, I think they came in, I want to say a 4-pack, and I put 6 of them in a work trailer. So I have 2 left over, and then I had a jump pack from like JNC or something, I forget what it was. But I noticed that this creates 13.8 volts, which won't blow these up. So this is just like any other power supply. You can find them in Xboxes, or you can use the one I have on my wall here. That powers my heater, but this will work. So I'm gonna mount these 2, wire them to the back, have this plugged into the surge protector, and I'll have lights. Look at that, super bright. Got this hooked up. I hope you don't use this as a tutorial video. This is, honestly, I just make YouTube videos so 3 people can watch them. Shout out to you, Alex Joyce. I know you're watching this. But yeah, so I have this plumbed up. The air line goes in the bottom. The feed goes up top. That's good. Just testing this out. The switch does work. Nice LED lights. Got to mount that up. Power strip back here. Vacuum. Everything works. We're about to put water in here. And then we're going to make a fucking mess because I know something's going to come loose. Something's going to get fucked up, but it's all good. And then I got to clean all this crap. But let's tidy all this up and get on with it. Holy shit. That's insane. This is gonna be messy. I mean, that's crazy, man. Water. Next to all these electronics, I love it. I feel like I need a switch for this. Just to reach over here. That's a pain in the ass. Let me see if they have an electric foot pedal switch. I like that. So like dual pedals. Da, da, da.
It's really hard to hear me, so I'll have to scream. Water, air, water, air. Holy snake. That's insane! I love it! I'm in love. Throw some shit in there and clean some shit. Ooh, glass of beads. I don't have a scale. I do have a scale, but I'm not gonna use that one. Shit, maybe I will use that scale. God damn. That's wild. I wonder if I'll get like microscopic cuts now. That was kind of dumb. If you know, you know. Don't know ratios. It was like 3/4 of this. I guess one more scoop. I can't believe this is gonna actually work. I feel like I could have used a cheaper pump if I knew it was that thin. Set that down, see what it does. Oh God, help me. See if it works. I mean, it definitely worked. Holy smokes. I'm gonna let the pump run for a little bit. Let me find some other dirty metal. Glass beads in my eyes. I didn't realize I was recording. Not too bad. I have a different, I think we need to adjust the pumps or the nozzles or something. We'll keep trying. But this is how you make a vapor blaster. It works. Works enough. Hope you enjoy. Compressor's annoying, so I'm gonna stop recording and have some fun. Thank you. Adios.